Hey guys, it's AverMedia, and in this week's video, I'll be reviewing my new monitor, the BenQ XL2411Z. Okay, so let's start off with the specs for this fairly new BenQ gaming monitor. So the XL2411Z boasts a 24-inch 1920 by 1080 144Hz TN panel, with a flicker-free LED backlight and 1 millisecond gray-to-gray pixel response time. This monitor is actually very good when it comes to ergonomic adjustability compared to the other monitors in BenQ's lineup. You can't quite swivel, or at least you can a tiny bit. You can of course do height adjustments, you can tilt the monitor quite a lot, and you can rotate the monitor a full 360 degrees in 90-degree increments. I'm especially happy about this because TN monitors like this one tend to have pretty bad viewing angles, so you can adjust this as much as you like to suit your eyes. Moving on, the monitor has 4 different inputs, which is the power input, a DVI dual link input, which is what makes sure you get up to 144Hz FPS gameplay because HDMI will only allow max 60Hz. There is of course an HDMI input and 1 headphone jack input. This is the configuration screen on the BenQ monitor. Personally, I think it's a bit cumbersome and quite slow to use, but it does get the job done, and it has lots of features which are pretty cool. You can change brightness, contrast, and something special to it, low blue light, which reduces the amount of blue light to protect your eyes. There's instant mode, which allows 1 millisecond response times, and different gamma modes which you can set accordingly. And there is also, as with the other older BenQ monitors, several different picture modes which I recommend you use. The FPS ones, which it comes at on default, aren't that great, so I set it to standard so I can edit my gamma settings. There's also a black equalizer to deepen blacks or make them grayer so things stand out more. You can change your color temperatures, so how much red, green, and blue you want on screen, and I've configured these to my own preferences accordingly. It also has a wide variety of scaling modes built for old school gamers who prefer different scaling modes and views. So why did I get this monitor? So the reasons I got this monitor was for its incredibly good refresh rate, which is 144Hz, because before my graphics card performed better than my monitor's refresh rate, which was 60Hz, and I was getting around 120 to 144Hz, and now I can actually experience those frames right now on the screen, because the screen is able to display 144 frames per second on the screen. The other reason I bought this monitor was for the incredible response time of 1 millisecond. This gives you the edge in FPS gaming, so say games like Counter-Strike or Call of Duty or whatever you like to play. It means you'll see the opponent quicker than they see you, depending on how fast your monitor is, and this is 1 millisecond, which is pretty much as low as monitors on the market will go. So then, what problems have I had with this monitor so far? Well, my main problem with this monitor is actually the resolution of 1920 by 1080. Nowadays, more and more monitors are of course higher resolution, like 2560 by 1440, or of course 4K, and even 5K now sometimes. But I do like this monitor either way because I don't really require much more. However, more detail on the screen is something that's welcome for me, which I would really like, but at the price point of this monitor, I doubt there is any monitor in the world that could give you that for all the features that this monitor has. There is also one other problem which I have with this monitor, which I did actually manage to fix within the first day of having it. It's the default color profile that comes with the XL2411Z. The default color profile is actually way too bright and too contrasting, and it actually looks really bad. The quality is extremely bad on it. But I soon found out what the problem was, and I was able to find a different color profile online for a different model, which actually works really nicely now that I've installed it on this monitor. It looks really nice, the colors are really sharp and deep, and everything looks really good. But that's just a warning, so in case if you buy one of these monitors and the colors don't look right and they look really off, make sure you find the right color profile for your monitor online and make sure you install that. So that's about it for any of the problems that I've had, and overall I think this is a fantastic monitor for its price point. It has fantastic colors, quality, depth, response times, refresh rates. It's got everything you'd probably ever need in a monitor, apart from the resolution. So that's it for this video. Thank you very much for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and as always, if you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe.